Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today we have the 2020 Land Rover Defender 110S. It's all courtesy of Infinity of Nashua in Nashua, New Hampshire. Link to the website will be in the description box below. We just took this in on trade very recently, and this thing is absolutely sweet. So it's a 110S, but it has almost every option you can put on a 110. Well, S, I should say. Does have third row seats. In here is a warning, a Jaguar warning triangle. That's a little odd. This thing is sweet. You can use that. And then of course you can raise and lower the suspension to raise and lower the suspension. Look at these portholes, absolutely sweet. In the back seats you have your own climate. You have heated seats in the third row. Little storage compartment for what looks like a phone could be put in there to hold it in place. A little shopping bag holder. That's to put a cargo net. Hold on. So this is high quality. Oh, there's a jack and everything. This is very durable materials in here. What is this? A 12-volt outlet. I mean, this thing is set up to be a all-terrain weapon. Hasn't been detailed yet, so ignore that. You do have cooled and heated seats in the second row, which is pretty darn cool. Panoramic sunroof. Looks like something to hook in for iPads and stuff like that. 5-volt USB charger. Meridian sound system is equipped on this one. I believe this one is Fuji white. This one's powered by the Jaguar Land Rover Ingenium 4-cylinder. Where are you? So turbo 4, driven the 6-cylinder, driven the 4-cylinder. This is a good amount of power for this thing. It doesn't need to be a Land Rover Range Rover Sport supercharged. It's not really what it's designed to do. This is designed to be an overlanding car. And if you're familiar, I have a couple videos on my channel of the Trek versions of these cars. Then you're familiar with kind of what these cars are designed to do. In here, I'm going to turn this up just a little bit because it's getting cold. In here you have all kinds of information you can display. You have downhill assist. You can raise, lower suspension. You have your wheel info, wade sensing. Oh, okay. So that tells you how deep the water you're going through is. That's pretty darn cool. Your energy impact, so it tells you what is using energy. It looks like you can even you can add in a bunch of tiles and everything and organize it to your heart's content. So it's like 2 foot 9 inches is the maximum wade depth. You do have 4x4 low. Yeah, now we're in low. Downhill descent control's already on, but go out of that. To change your drive modes, it's kind of hidden a little bit. Same thing with how to change your climate fan. So you just push that button and that adjusts that. You can disable that. Same thing with the heated seat controls. You push this to adjust it. This way is cold, this way is hot. But this is how you activate your drive mode settings. You can touch on here, but you have eco, comfort, grass, gravel, snow, mud, ruts, sand, rock crawl, and wade. But without further ado, is this, oh no way. That is the first time I've seen that, and that is genius. So if you are driving and you know how you get a little piece of sun like right here, there's a visor for that. No way. Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen that. I was like, wait a minute, what is that? That is genius, and I love it, and I wish more companies did that. And it looks like this even is, oh, perfect visors for the Defender. Open pore wood trim. I mean, also, so you have all different. So you have a refrigerated glove box. That's awesome. And then you have wireless charging, of course, here, and tons of storage underneath. This car is just absolutely perfect as it sits. So spent some time with this, kind of learning the controls, learning how everything operates. And again, I didn't find that visor until now, which that is the coolest thing I think I've seen out of this car. I mean, I absolutely love how this thing drives. This is one of my favorite cars I've spent time with. Like I said, yeah, if you want more power, get a 6-cylinder. And now you have the V8 Defenders. But do you really need it? I don't know. You know, sure, I would be the one to go for it. You know, even just the V8 and just absolutely send it. But this has plenty of torque, plenty of power. Put it in sport. I'm not begging for more power. That is exactly kind of what this car needs. And not a lot of base powertrains I can say that. Brake pedal, I noticed, is very touchy. That will take a very good minute to get used to. Now, I've kind of made a lot of comparisons to the Wrangler in this, Wrangler and Bronco, because how I approach this is a luxury Bronco and a luxury Wrangler. Even though sticker prices on Wranglers and Broncos, you can touch some of these, and in my opinion, I would never buy a Bronco over one of these if the price was the same. It's a very similar concept, built for just not being on the road. This one, I feel like it feels more capable than all of them. Now, I haven't taken a Bronco off-road. I haven't taken one of these really off-road. But just all the features that I've found in here, how you can view almost everything. This is a car that if I had to climb a mountain, this is the one I would take out of them. Just to be basked in luxury, listen to the Meridian sound system, and just go climbing up a mountain. This is exactly what I would be in. And I think there's a lot to be said about having those capabilities. And yeah, I'll say a vast majority of these Defenders are never gonna do what they're close to capable of doing. But there's something to be said for knowing it can. And I think that's what makes it so fun, is I know if I want to go off this road right here and start exploring that, I can. Well, not really, because it's private property. But I know I can go and do whatever I want to do and not worry about this car not being able to do it. There's something to be said about that. And that's kind of why I love my Hellcat, is I know that car can do 200 miles an hour. And just knowing in the back of your head saying, I have more power than you, I have more power than you, I have more power than you. Yeah, it's a little egotistical, but it's what makes these kind of cars so cool and fun to drive, is knowing you're not reaching those capabilities, but knowing you could. It also provides a lot of confidence in a lot of situations. I would have no problem driving this in the snow. I would have no problem driving this in the rain. It provides so much confidence in every other situation that I'm not worried about, oh, is this car gonna scrape on this driveway? Oh, this turn, I don't know if it's gonna handle it. Ugh. And also, with this, I don't feel like I'm compromising anything. I would take a 10-hour road trip in this car like that. There's not a lot of road noise from the tires. It's so well insulated, and it's so comfortable. And that can't be said about the Wrangler, and sort of about the Bronco. The Bronco's better than the Wrangler, but I wouldn't really want to drive a Wrangler or a Bronco across the country. This, I would have no problem doing it, and I kind of want to do it. Just because I know that if I get to Zodion, or not Zodion, the Mojave Desert, whatever, if I find something I want to go explore on a road trip, I know that I can go off the beaten path and just explore and be the most comfortable explorer out there. And that's why I love this car. Its capabilities are so high, but you're not compromising anything. You have the capabilities of some of the best off-roaders out there, and you have the luxury features of some of the most luxurious SUVs out there. And that provides the best overall package I think I've found for a off-roader SUV. And that's why I would personally buy a Defender in a heartbeat. I've been looking at ones for years, never really pulled the trigger, but I'm reconsidering now. This thing's sweet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.